Good morning, beautiful people from equally beautiful Las Vegas, New Mexico, which, I never even realized existed until last night when I kept seeing signs on the highway for Las Vegas. I was like, there's no way that I could have taken a wrong turn and am now headed for Nevada. That's the last thing I need is, another FUBAR episode. Let me turn this around a little bit. I drove 13 hours yesterday. The dogs were exhausted. I was exhausted. By the time I pulled into what looked like a safe area, Las Vegas, New Mexico, not Nevada, I pulled into truck stop and I was like, oh, damn, I just don't have the energy. I just don't have the energy to get everybody settled in, including myself, in the roof nest. And so I jumped online and I Googled, hotels close to me. And I found the cutest little hotel. They were pet friendly, only charged $10 for pets to stay. The rates were super reasonable. And because the rates were so reasonable, I was a little, I don't know what I'm going to be walking into, remembering my recent Motel 6 experience. But I got to tell you, I was welcomed by the loveliest little, I think she might have been Pakistani. Just adorable little lady. Didn't speak a lot of English, but tried so hard to understand. And she gave me my key, and I thought, if I walk in here and this looks anything like the other hotel, we're done. I'm gonna go back and say, sorry, I can't stay here. I'd like a refund. Anyway, I walked into this little tiny, now think of, 70s, 80s hotels. It was that kind of a, motel. That kind of a road stop, like strip motel. I didn't have high hopes, but I was exhausted. I walked into the room and it was clean and it was fresh, and both of the beds were made up in bedding that reflected her cultural heritage, which was beautiful. Excuse me. There were like tapestries on the bed. It was clean. It smelled good. The bathroom was spotless. Everything worked. I was so happy. It took me all of 5 minutes to get the dogs and the bird and myself unloaded and into the room. Honestly, I think we were probably asleep in 10 minutes. So, yeah, that's what last night was like. I am now, according to my GPS, 6 hours and 48 minutes from Sedona, Arizona. And I have a guest in my Airbnb that's checking in today and won't check out until Tuesday morning. So it's going to be, desert camping for the next couple of days, which I'm really excited about. But then when I woke up this morning, something occurred to me that, I've thought of it off and on before when I've been out with the dogs, but in Arizona, there are far more ravens than there are crows, which I love. I love them both, but we don't have as many ravens in our area in Vermont. We have more crows, but down here in the Southwest, ravens outnumber the crows, like, I don't know by how many. But anyway, but there are a lot of hawks. Bald eagles and golden eagles are very common. And I was like, I am going to have to keep such a close eye on these two little dogs because, especially eagles, golden or bald eagles, can easily pick up. Casper would be like nothing at all. 7.5 pounds is all he weighs. Bella weighs 17 pounds. So then I started stressing about that a little bit, but I was like, no, I'm just going to be really watchful and keep my ears and my eyes open, and everybody's going to be fine. I also have to be really careful about letting Sedona be on my shoulder, because I've had an experience once before when we were traveling where the native birds to the area that we were, heard him chirping and talking, and saw him and realized right away he don't belong here. And so that was not a pleasant experience either. I won't go into details, but anyway, I'm safe, I'm happy. It's a beautiful sunshiny day. The time here is 9:19 a.m. and it's 68 degrees, and it's just going to be a great day, and I have my wild heart beating inside me like crazy, and I have a grateful heart. I mean, this trip so far has not been anything like I expected at all. But like I've said a couple of times before, it was never about the destination. It was about the journey. And the things that I have learned so far from, what some people would consider trials and tribulations are amazing. And every single one of them has been filled with beautiful, helpful human beings trying to, make things better for me and be helpful to me. And I'm just so grateful. So I hope that wherever you are, whatever you're doing today, you also find space in your heart for gratitude and love for the awesome people that we cross paths with every single day. Later, Gators.